Let's make way so that in living life, we go about not allowing anything to hinder us or set us back. Because a lot of times we are being held back because we have not gone about forgiving ourselves. And in not forgiving ourselves, we can't move past that incident that took place. But the things that we need to go about doing is, first and foremost, is starting to go about appreciating self. Be okay with where you're at in life. Because the minute you come to the realization of why you're there, then you can go about doing something about it. And in realization, there has to be a certain level of truth. You can't tell yourself what you want to hear, but tell yourself what's really there. Because perception drives the reality that is so far-fetched that one will go about telling themselves all kind of things just in order for them to go about feeling better. But emptiness feels nothing. Worthlessness creates an illusion. But reality goes about defeating perception. So, the reason I go about saying this is that truth is only something that goes about revealing what is hidden, not perception, not ideologies of falseness, but truth. And the thing that I need for you to go about implementing into your life is that truth of truth reveals who you are and what you are. Because too many of us are going around being afflicted by the way how we carry ourselves, our train of thought, our ideologies, and being afflicted by these things. It makes one go about questioning the validity and the choices that they're going about making. But if one would go about coming to truth with why they're doing what they're doing, then one could see, if I would only stop doing what I'm doing, it would take me down a better road. So just know, forgiveness starts with self. You have to go about forgiving yourself for what you have been through, for your misconception and views. That's the only way you will go about attaining peace. You will not attain peace with parlor tricks and gimmicks, because at the end of the day, you have to go about residing with you. You cannot escape your reality. And life lessons come in a way that, despite what you say to other people, it will come to test what you really believe in. You see, when I was in the Navy, bless up for the thumbs up, right on. When I was in the Navy, they had this little young cat. I don't know, due to ignorance, arrogance, or whatever the case may be. This dude made a comment in regards to you people. But when you're young, you're really foolish to a lot of things. But whatever that lesson was to bring out, I had to go about embracing it because I needed to find that truth in this perception of you people. Because from the time I've come to know myself, there's no difference between me or any other person. I see each and every individual the same way I look at myself. So when the comment came as you people, it struck me as odd. And why would somebody go about making a claim so ignorantly that they were trying to go about emphasizing this point? So I merely asked them, what is supposed to be meant by your comment in regards to you people? At first, the comment was, oh, you know what you mean, you people. But I told him, no, I don't know what you mean by you people. And after a while, you see the connotation change. The energy was different because he realized that it ain't no you people here. You gonna give me the same respect I give you. And if you don't give me that respect, well, let's just say, being young, you're not trying to succumb to reason. So, time go on, we both in the Navy and stuff like that, right? And I see this dude peeping me out, so I'm like, man, you got a problem or something? And I have to give credit in this, that to his own admission, he says, you people. I said, there you go again with that you people. I done told you about that the first time, but it looked like you don't learn fast enough, huh? He said, no, forgive me. Everything that I have heard is a misconception and a lie. So I told him to expound upon his answer. And him going about expounding upon his answer, he was like, you're a bright person. You're not loud. You're not all these social perceptions that they have of these you people. And in that, I told him, one thing about me that I've learned is that I give everybody a chance. And it's up to you to prove yourself what kind of person you really are. If you go about displaying certain characteristics and traits, no matter how much you hide it, it will come to show. But because you have proven yourself worthy in studying and coming to the truth for yourself, you are finding that inner peace. You're allowing that forgiveness to seep into your heart, because You're letting go of a perception. And a lot of times, a lot of us, we hold on to perceptions that we have been taught by our culture, our environment. Even at home, we have hold on to certain negativity that goes about misleading us, taking us down a path, which is of worthlessness. So the trajectory of where I'm trying to go with this is that when we start examining the truths that we hold true to ourselves, not with fallacies, not with lies, not with excuses, but really truly examining and holding and seeing what worthiness do they hold in our life, then we will go about escaping that pain. Like my brother says, many of us have become comfortable in hugging the porcupine. But if we don't know what the porcupine is that we're hugging, and we continuously go about doing things that cause irritation to ourselves, it's a clear misconception that we do not go about comforting the truth. So as time went on, life would play an instrumental role in regards to the way some of us go about viewing others. And in that, the struggle comes in, because when we go about not giving a person a chance or having an encounter with another human being, and we're going off of what somebody else did us, we're not doing ourselves any justice. Just because that last piece of shit treated you bad, that don't mean everybody you have a conversation with is going to treat you bad. So hold back the anger, hold back the hostility. You see, some of us, we get out of a bitter relationship, we believe the toxicity, and we take that shit with us everywhere we go. So even when the ones that's coming and trying to be nice and humane and dignified, we go about rejecting that, because what we remember is how I gave my heart to this person and this person shitted on me. So from this point forward, I'm going to treat everybody the same, and I'm going to be reckless, and I'm going to curse, and I'm going to say all kind of mean things. But why? Why do you stoop to that level? Just because that person was worthless, do not allow yourself to become worthless. You see, we need to start forgiving ourselves. We need to start embracing on a path and realizing that maybe due to my lack of judgment, I had a part to play in that. I wanted to see this person as being a good person. I wanted to allow myself to go about giving the benefit of the chance. But one thing we must always remember in this notion is that a snake could only be a snake if he, like what I always tell my daughter, if a piece of shit raise their voice to you, they gonna hit you. If they hit you, they don't have respect for you. And you must always value yourself above anything else. Despite what you're going through, I don't give a damn how angry a person get, what arguments it's about. There's no justifiable cause for one to go about striking another. It's inexcusable. But if you have been in any domestic relationship, get the help you need. Get the counseling you need. There's some abusive piece of shits in this world. Excuse my language. But it hurts me that so many of us, we fell victims because of what we have been exposed to. There's light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to go about seeking out the help. Forgive yourself. Somebody took advantage. That is the key that we must strive for. We must strive to go about getting better. You see, it's only when we go about putting effort into it, taking that first step, then things will go about allowing itself for that energy and vibration to go about circulating around us. But if we don't make that first step, how could anything happen? And forgiveness starts with self. When you forgive you, it doesn't matter how others feel about you. Because you have come to your truth. You have come to your realization, and you have made your reality that despite what I go through, I will always love me. And in loving you, you must not allow another person to go about giving them the power to tear you down. Now that's my blessing. Love is pure. Make sure you have it in yours. 1.